Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for all sun, moon, and rising signs of Scorpio, but specifically for the week of September the 5th through the 11th. If you're a part of my Facebook group, then you will have definitely seen the workup that I did on all of the 5 planets in retrograde still, and what that's going to mean for us here in September, because we have Mercury going into retrograde this week, along with the full moon in the sign of Pisces. So it was time to bring it back down, and the universe said, no, we are going to take Mercury retrograde week by week. So there you go. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull a card that's going to discuss kind of the energy that you're bringing forward up into this particular moment, whether it was from a month ago or a week ago or yesterday. This is what you are carrying into this upcoming first full week of September. So let's get into what we've got going on for our Scorps. Alrighty then. So of course you guys know that Monday is Labor Day here in the US. Hopefully you have the day off. If you don't, okay, looks like we got some strong combos taking place. If you don't, then we will talk about a couple of the different lineups that are happening in the universe. Here's what you're carrying forward, Scorpio. We got a Hatfield-McCoy situation, and it has a lot to do with an air sign, okay? You cannot get out of this situation very, very easily. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, whether it's a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, the energy that you're still carrying forward has everything to do with not being able to get to the next point. This is a Hatfield and McCoy situation, literally. There is no way. There's no way to get beyond this strong energy that we have between the Emperor and the Hierophant. The Emperor wanting to control everything and the Hierophant wanting to be able to come in and take things to the next level. Well, the two of them are not getting along, and somebody's got to yield, and there's no yielding that's going on here. So it's very, very possible, Scorpio, that you are dealing with an Aries. It's also very possible that you are dealing with a Taurus. But the combination of these two in this situation is a no bueno situation. And the clarifier that we have here is clarity and strong, harsh words being said or felt by someone in this scenario. So this is what you're bringing with you into this very beginning portion of September, and that's an ouch. So let's see what we can do. The next card that I'm going to pull, of course, is our Sacred Geometry, but the Sacred Geometry is very specifically to help you release whatever is going on all up and through here. Okay, so let's see what we have, and then we'll pull the 7 cards for the week. I will also pull an additional card for maybe a piece of something that's in your chart, something that you need to know, and then we'll cap it off with a crystal card that you can use in the full moon that will help you to finally release when we get there. So let's see what we have here. So the Sacred Geometry card that comes up is Master Energy 33. What we're saying here is that somebody has lost faith. Somebody has lost belief in truth for someone else in the scenario. Again, it could be a mix of people. I very strongly believe that it has everything to do with an air sign. Whether it's male or female, it really makes no difference. But there's some harsh words that have been said or are felt by someone, and you are struggling to get through that energy, and it has everything to do with a lack of belief in someone else. Maybe they said something that you whatever the case may be, there's a lack of sincerity and belief from that other person. So what the universe is asking you to do, to the best of your ability, okay, is believe in your own personal judgment and believe in yourself, because right now is not the time to give up your stance. Right now is the time for you to firmly believe in who you are and what you bring to the table. The only difference is that they're asking you to make sure that you're doing it with your heart and that you're doing it with as much love and faith that you have for yourself. If it was an old conversation, some things went down, there's a potential that you could get over it if you bring the conversation from a different way, if you always approach things from your heart space and what you truly believe to be true for you, nobody else can fight you on that. So if it's just one of those situations, you don't believe something somebody else said, put the belief back into yourself this week, Scorpio. That is what's necessary. Monday, Monday, Monday. We have the energy of the Six of Wands. Tuesday, we have 2 cards, and I'm going to leave them this way, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because there's a downgrade of energy that takes place on Tuesday. Wednesday, and that downgrade is the energy of Temperance in the reverse position with the Seven of Swords. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, you guys. Okay, Scorpio, this is going to be a longer reading. It is going to be what it is, and we're going to leave it like that. For sure. We have 3 cards that present on Wednesday. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. That is our person we're arguing with in the upright position. So there's going to be some strong conversation coming up here on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the Chariot card in the upright. That is a karmic card, my friends. It means moving. It means moving forward swiftly. It means moving swiftly over obstacles. It means that there is an agreement with the universe about the need to go the direction that you're going. So if you needed support in belief for yourself, then this is the combination that's going to share and support you with that. Let's see what we have here on Friday. We have the energy of the Page of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. And then we got a lot, my friends. We got a lot. We have a lot to talk about, Scorpio. This is the longest reading, but I don't care. This is an important one for you because of the amount of energy that we're bringing in towards this particular week. Okay, so first and foremost, it does appear to me that you are going to be on top of the situation, but this is not going to be a very easy week for all Scorpios. I'm just going to put it out there. So Libra and Scorpio so far have been the harshest of of all of the conversations that we've had at this particular moment. If you have Libra, Virgo, Libra in your chart, you also might want to go and take a look at those, because I have a feeling that some of you are on the cusp, and this could be a continuation of the previous reading. So it's going to be longer. Deal with it. It is what it is. We ready. Here we go. A lot of energy here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then of course, wow, this weekend is just going to be a whole lot of hurry up and wait in some instances. Sunday does look like you come out on top, but Saturday, good gravy. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, like I said, there's been a Hatfield-McCoy situation somewhere. You have been waiting and waiting and waiting to create an opportunity for yourself to move. Step forward, do something different, add a new project, take away a project. You've been doing so much work to shift, but for whatever reason, you've been spending a lot of time in the planning phases, and we haven't quite executed it. And the reason why you've been in the planning phases for as long as you have is because you've been trying to maintain balance. And that's good, which is why some of you need to go back and take a look at this Libra energy that's out there. The problem is, there is a true lack of movement, okay? And again, it could be with the Libra. Something is wrong with the dollars. Something is wrong with the partnership. Something is wrong with the relationship in some way, shape, fashion, or form. And I gotta tell you, if you don't have Libra in your chart, you are dealing with a Libra, okay? So listen, friends, okay? Scorps. Libras are awesome unless they are completely unbalanced, but those can be some mega B. They do not mess around, okay? If their back is pushed against the wall, they will push back very, very hard. So I'm just saying, keep a Libra as your friend. What you have to do this week, my friend, is understand that you are moving out of a situation of lack mentality, especially when it comes to money and resources, which again is very, very similar to what was being discussed within our Libra reading, but also our Virgo to a certain extent, because there's something that you want that is from the past that you probably haven't been able to bring into this particular situation, which again could be the conflict that either you're having with a Libra or this strong level, like Hatfield-McCoy energy when it comes to work, relationship, or another strong standing. That is what's going on. Now, Monday, we have this energy of, Labor Day. Yay, get a day off for most people. But Scorpio, the benevolent energy that takes place for you very specifically is this Venus energy entering into Virgo, which is a very delicious energy, like I said, of having this opportunity to feel the beauty way of the next steps. Okay, that is exactly what this whole day is about in general, regardless of whether you're working or not. The problem comes into play when we have two different squares. The first square actually is kind of an extended square because it has everything to do with the amount of energy that Aries is bringing into the situation. We have Chiron in Aries, which is asking you to take personal responsibility. And it's being backlit in the energy of Capricorn, like your practical steps that have been taken. So if there's not been the right amount of energy there, i.e. Hatfield-McCoy, you're getting called to the carpet on it. The second one happens to take place where Libra energy is being placed in this whole concept of Mercury. And Mercury is the concept of your thought process and changing things and your intellect and your reasoning. So there's a square that's taking place there. And so you have to use that sexy energy that's out there in order to try to balance out. And it does feel like you do that. So for whatever reason, Scorpio, you are coming on top of it because, again, if you didn't have belief in someone else, if you thought something was weird, you were right. All right. Let's move into the energy of Tuesday. Tuesday's energy, major arcana. First of all, Sagittarius in the reverse position, Temperance in the reverse position. This is not, I'm not backing down. And someone else is like, there's this energy of needing to back down. And Temperance is like, you've kind of done that, but we're done with that energy because that's what you had. That is the whole reason, is because Scorpio, you didn't stand up strong enough at one point because there was this tension that was taking place. So when you have the energy of Temperance in the reverse position, and you have this downgrade of energy from the 6 going into the 7, what the universe is saying is you are so hot and you are so ready to go, because you know that you know internally you're going in the right direction. But there's a misstep if you feel like you have to back down and not believe in your own voice. Okay, that's a no bueno situation. When we get to Wednesday, you guys, we will have moved the energy of the moon into Aquarius, right? Big, airy-fairy, expansive, spaghetti on the wall type of energy, which is not always bad. But what's happening is that square that we had with where Venus was, where Libra was talking to Mercury now becomes a trine, which means that there's some energy that is taking place here with that moon now in Aquarius. So you're getting that support from Aquarius, but here's the conversation that's taking place. Listen, person, I've made a decision when it comes to something that I can't do anymore. Like, I'm releasing myself from the energy of something that's taking my time, energy, and resource. And I'm slowing down to have this conversation with you, but I'm fully in my intellect as I'm having this conversation with you, whoever the you is in this. Like, again, air sign. I'm telling you, if it's not a Libra, it could be an Aquarius, it could be Gemini, but I strongly feel that it's a Libra. So we're just going to leave it there. And this is the reason why there's this slowing down of this energy, is because you got to say what you got to say to this person. So here's the deal. You're figuring out what words and how to say what you need to be able to say. You're very gingerly trying to figure out how to lay it into place here. On Wednesday, you're saying the words. Okay, the words are being said on Wednesday. When we get to the energy of Thursday, we're in the major arcana of the Chariot. That is Cancer energy. That is your nurturing energy. That is using your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. My creativity is not going to be stifled, and I'm going to move forward. And the Chariot energy that is here, this Cancerian energy that is here, is saying to you, it is okay to move forward. You are going to need to make this move. You're going to need to make this change. It's not going to 100% be smooth, but the universe is walking in front of you because you are in the right in this particular situation. So go for it. We got you on this one. Now, the supportive energy that takes place with this is the fact that the moon is actually entering into the sign of Pisces. So even though it takes place later in the evening, the momentum will have been built up because of your sister sign coming in, giving you this push to feel more confident in order to do this. And then, of course, you still have the sun in Virgo, which is challenging all practicality. What do I need to do to preserve my energy with the practical steps that I need to do to move forward? That is what's supporting you on this particular day. And the other thing that comes in to help you is the fact that there is this beautiful conjunction that's taking place with Saturn on that day. So Saturn in Aquarius is it conjunct the moon in Aquarius on that particular day, which is really talking about your personal boundaries. And you're saying your piece and you're counting to 3 on this day, which is sexy AF, people. Always be in your throat chakra. So Scorpios that don't say what they need to say, you get all kerfluffled. You're just like a Libra. They go over tilts. I'm just saying. That's what's necessary. Let's get on to the get down with this energy of what takes place on Friday when we have the energy of Mercury going into retrograde. The moon is fully in the sign of Pisces, but that moon in Pisces is now having an opposition to the sexy conversation that took place between Venus and Virgo a little bit earlier. This takes place first thing in the morning. Then later in the afternoon, we have that whole energy still of Libra with Mercury having the conversation about the intellectual steps that need to be taken so that it is evenly distributed amongst whoever needs to hear the details in the word. And we still have this conversation that's taking place also then with where Aries comes into place with our adventure, with our expansion of our own knowingness, of our abundance at that particular moment. It's a huge energy. Now, the only reason that it slows down is because words are being said. And the other thing that's taking place on this day is the fact that we have this huge square with Mars in Gemini. So it's a huge, you got that dualistic, beautiful energy of mental awareness that comes in from Gemini, and aggressive Mars coming in who's just pushing. That's a lot of aggressive energy. But the universe says you're going to be slowing down a little bit on this particular day so that you can navigate that big bump with that aggressive energy. Now, when we are in our Mercury retrograde, there is a message that wants to be said. There's a message that wants to be told to someone about I'm moving forward, but the universe is saying, probably not on this day, and that's okay. All right. Whew. Now we get to the energy of Saturday. And if you've stuck with me this far, there's a lot. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords upright. We have the major arcana of the Strength card upright. And we have the Knight of Pentacles also upright. So what's happening here Saturday, Scorpio, unfortunately, is setting you up to be a big power conversation day, I feel. You have a couple of different things that are taking place. With this 8 energy, someone has been waiting for you to say the words that you need to say, and you are holding yourself back a little bit from the next level of the conversation that needs to take place. Because you're starting it here. It needs to be finished here on Saturday, but it looks like you're holding yourself back just a little bit Scorpio's venom stings. You're trying to do it in the very gentle way, okay? But words are not being said, okay? And you're holding yourself back from doing that in an emotional way. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we have this sextile that takes place between Pluto in Capricorn against this moon in Pisces. And so, you know, the Capricorn energy is the whole diligence energy, but it can also come off a little too much. That's that devilish energy. If you do it a little too much, a little too extra, it can be really kind of wonky. And the universe is saying it's okay. We have the Strength card coming in first. I want it to look like this. We have the Strength card coming in that says you will be given the strength that you need to have within that 8-8 conversation, 8-8 infinity on top of that Strength card, to talk to somebody else about your plans moving forward, sowing your own seeds. The other sexy energy that comes up here, which is literally right on time, God, I love my job, is this other sextile that takes place on Saturday, which is Taurus, Pentacles, having this big conversation with Uranus, moving forward, my personal expansion. The universe is saying it's okay. We're going to help you balance the energy on this day of the full moon. So sister energy with Pisces is going to support you. It is going to be a big day, okay? You have to say what you got to say. And before the end of that evening, the moon will start to transition into the energy of the first house of Aries. So on Sunday, when we are in the transition point of the moon in the first house of Aries, now we have the big sexy energy of Venus supporting you again, Scorpio, with Aries being in the moon shadow. With this conversation between Venus and Virgo. Huge week. Huge. Okay? The Empress. The energy literally of Venus. Venus wants everybody to look good, feel good, smell good. We've had this conversation before. I want you to own your energy. I want you to feel comfortable in your energy. I want you to do the things that are going to make you feel comfortable. Not somebody else. Believe in yourself energy, right? That's what you need to do. I want you to realize that it's not a race and that it will take time. But if you are very sincere and focused about what it is that you're looking for here, we're not talking long, and the universe is going to support this creative direction that you want to go. But we do want you to have this. Venus is all about loyalty. Venus is all about harmony, right? She's all about beauty. She's also about relationships. And she's also about love and desire. So whatever it is that you start off with here, Scorpio, you know that you're going to be charging into this week. Though I've said what I said, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I feel good, and I know that I am victorious with, I'm right. In this scenario, Scorpio, whoever this air sign is that you've been fighting with, and I'm telling you, I feel like it's Libra, but it could be Gemini, it also could be an Aquarius. This is the week where all that stuff comes down with the way that Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, you're all in this energy this week. The only thing that's going to take place is that you're going to watch your words a little bit differently so that your sting isn't as strong. And that's okay. That's all right. You're anxious to get this conversation going, but the universe is pulling you back a little bit here Tuesday. Again, Wednesday and Saturday are the huge conversation days. Don't be afraid of using your very beautiful words. That is a lot. That is as full as I can make it. It actually turns out to be a very good week. It's just going to be a very interesting week for how you communicate. All right? Now, and I think that full moon is completely helping you. Let's move forward with the energy that is considered the most important day of the week for you. It's the first card out. Scorpio, please take a look at what your rising sign is. Okay, because your rising sign is very important. I have a feeling that it is the I don't even want to guess what your ascending sign is, because we have lots of major arcana that are sitting here. It could be Libra, it could be Leo, it could be Cancer, it also could be Sagittarius. But whatever the case may be, the energy is talking about you moving forward with what it is that you need to be able to say. And I got to be able to tell you, it could be any particular day of this week, but they are talking about this 8. I really feel part of you, Scorpio. Take a look at this. Take a look at Leo. If you are a Scorpio with Leo rising, literally, this is your reading. Like, literally. Now, but otherwise, take a look at the ascendant in your chart and take a look at some of the information with the ascendant in your chart. It's talking about you coming into your own power, you coming into the entry of who you are in energy. Again, I have to tell you that it very much could be Cancer as well. You could be a Cancer. So if you are double water, woo, look out, y'all, because y'all gonna be a hot mess by this weekend, but you're getting everything off of your chest, which I love. And you're moving forward. Okay, let's take the suggestion from the universe about what would be a super awesome crystal for you to support yourself in this Saturday's full moon release. What can help them? And here we go. Wow, we have 2 cards that popped out. We have, again, the energy of a progressive type of energy that's showing up here. We're going to talk about Rose Zircon, okay, which is talking about integrity. If you felt that you have not been, if you don't feel like you've been in your integrity, you need to release that energy of feeling like you're not in your integrity so that you can get into it. Ask the universe to support you. And Alexandrite, which is a beautiful stone that is going to help support you with good fortune. This is your time, okay? This is your time. I want to highlight this for you, Scorpio, even though this has been a very strong energy reading. I want to highlight this for you, okay? Beginning of the week. I'm feeling good. I'm moving forward. I'm making the right decision. I am right. I know that I'm right. And the universe says, yeah, you are right. And we're going to help you move forward as well. Okay? And the Empress says, yeah, you are making the right decision. You get to create now all the things based upon your level of rightness. Don't have to focus on someone else's wrongness. You just have to focus on saying what you need to say. But this Alexandrite is going to support you with the good fortune that you need in order to move forward. So I really hope that that helps. Please go back and take a look at the Libra and also the Virgo. I mean, anything that you feel is going to be most supportive for you in this reading, go to there. Because there's a lot more that's going on here. Scorpio, my goodness. I don't even know what to title this one. I'm going to have to sit down and think about that one for a minute. But that's what I have for you for this week. We'll talk to you soon. Many blessings. Bye for now.